Misery loves company. Who hasn't heard that phrase before? Who hasn't found that phrase to be true? Misery really does love company. The only problem with that is what happens when you're the only miserable bitch there. Then you go crazy? I don't know. Miserable people are basically, I like to think of them as damaged people. And the reason I say that is because I don't know anybody who would intentionally spread misery, but you know, if a person is miserable, and you're down and out on your luck, and you're kind of not doing so well, they're your best friend, they're your shoulder to cry on, they are right there. They can laugh with you, joke with you, talk with you, hang with you, all that. But the minute you start, I guess, rising above and doing just a tiny bit better than them, the minute you start doing that, all of a sudden it becomes a problem. All of a sudden they start acting and treating and talking to you just a little differently, because they notice that you're actually doing something and you're trying to work on yourself, you're trying to make yourself better, you're trying to better yourself, and they start to have a problem with that. Not externally, they don't come out and say I have a problem with that, but on the inside they're just like, wow, okay. And I don't think anybody sits at home and goes, what can I do to make this person go back to being miserable? But I think they just subconsciously just do and say things to try and undermine you and cut you down. But I feel like the only thing you can do is just continue being yourself, continue to make yourself better, and continue to rise above the BS. Because at the end of the day, the only person who can be responsible for pulling you out of your misery is you. Don't be one of those people who blame the world for your problems. And I'm not talking about like serious problems. I'm talking about if you are the lazy bum, blame yourself. Don't blame the world. If you're stuck wherever you are in life, look at yourself before you look at other people. And, maybe then you'll be able to overcome your misery. But for those other people, if you're out there and there's somebody in your life who is miserable and you have to live with them or work with them or see them almost all the time in some way, shape, or form, whatever, just remember to keep being happy. It drives your haters mad.